Welcome to day 19, uploading every single day in the month of January 25, just to see what happens to my YouTube channel. And today is Adam the Woo burnt out on YouTube? I think so. So I'm going to, before I disclaimer, I don't know this dude. I've been on watch, but I've enjoyed his content in the last 6 years. I follow him a lot. I've learned a lot. And honestly, I think once I started this YouTube journey that I'm in front of the camera now, doing content creation, I view content on YouTube differently than I did before, just by a person who watched the videos. And I see things differently, and I wonder if they do that because of this or this, as a content creator thinks, right? And I look at his last video that he was in Atlanta because he left early for Belize. I'm sorry if you're a fan of that video, but to me, it was so freaking boring. He started repeating himself about DragonCon all the time. DragonCon wasn't there at that time, but he's talking about like he misses DragonCon. It was very odd, and I don't know what he was going for. That he's going to he's really, I'm genuinely concerned about him, and I was thinking, okay, let's say this. Let's say Adam the Woo is burnt out on YouTube, right? And I'm only judging by the content he puts on YouTube. It might be a facade. Maybe and I only judge him for the character that he portrays to be on these videos, right? He might be fooling us all. He is this, but really he's this. And that'd be awesome. That would be a great red herring, as they say in movies, if that's the case. But let's say he's burnt out, because I just got done. I was watching one of his videos. It's the Halloween H40 convention, 40-year anniversary Pasadena event of Halloween. It has 7.6 million views. That was 6 years ago. If you've not watched it, I recommend it. Watch his current video and then watch that video. It's night and day. Now, you could say, well, he had, at that time, he was younger, he had a little bit more weight, all that stuff. But he had, just to be very blunt, between that video and his new video, the old video had passion. He had that grit, like, yeah. In these newer videos, he don't have that at all. He just, oh, there's a chicken. Hey, there's a cow over there. What are you doing, ants? Because in that videos, his great videos, he's telling a story. He is, or you go along with the adventure he's going to, right? The Belize trip, I thought that it would be a good adventure for him, for us to come along and enjoy it with him. The first video, him going to Belize, was great. It brought back a lot of memories, and I was genuinely curious how he would react to Belize, just like how I reacted to Belize when I was there in 2015. And it was cool. I liked it. It was genuinely a good video. But the second one and the ones follow was very boring. And I wonder, as a content creator, I'm like, okay, why is that boring? Why am I bored? Right now, other people who watch this content probably weren't bored, and it's like, oh, you're just being a troll. I get that. I'm not trying to be a troll. I'm observing and commentary all of this as a content creator, right? What would I do differently? The biggest thing, I think, is to plan ahead. Adam has never planned ahead. I guess in his head, I don't know him, I'm just guessing, that he spontaneously does stuff and just wings it. And that's fine. And it's worked for him for decades, probably most of his life. But going international or doing something with YouTube content that's not Disney, put a little effort into it. Tell a story. Plan ahead couple weeks, do some Google searches of the event so you can tell us about it than just showing us. You can show us and then give us a tour of what you've learned of that place. You know what I'm saying? But that's just not who he is. I get that. But I believe he don't have to, and I think maybe he don't want to do that. And that is prerogative. But you can see the reviews are not the way it should be. And he has his hardcore fans, which that's awesome. And I think to have that amount of people to still watch his videos daily and comment and all that stuff helps the algorithm say, oh, this video is getting traction. Let's give it to the YouTube people, right? That's awesome. I think any YouTube channel would love to have that interaction, that a certain group of people would enjoy and support that creator, right? That's the thing is, if I had that, I would be like, wow, these people. But this is the thing. If people support me and encourage me, that would motivate me to do more so they can stick around. But the people like myself that just dip in and dip out on content creation, or creators that just are so boring. Like most of the time I don't watch the Disney videos. It's low tier. He ain't feeling too good. He don't know what to record, so let's go with Disney. That's basically what it is. And that's probably the reason he moved to Celebration, which is a great business idea because you live so close. You don't have to travel. You're a member of the whatever of Disney, so you can just go anytime you want. So it's easy, low-tier content. And you get the views from the Disney adult fans, and you can make it work. But how I would do it, if that was the case, I would try to make it fun. Because Adam always does, Fit by 50. He does these challenges, and he regrets doing it. He regrets claiming it on the video, right? Because we, the fans, we comment below, hey, I thought you, and he goes on he's Fit by 50, he learned, when he's by himself, he's fine, but when he hangs out with his buddy, he eats like trash. And he just needs to realize that. Oh, when in Rome, let's eat this hot dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, good Lord, Adam. Then he complains he's unhealthy. I'm like, well, we all know why. But anywho. But let's say, for instance, he does this. He had an idea. You know what? He watches this video. He's like, you know what? This person's right. I'm going to challenge myself, but I won't tell people on the video. I am going to make Disney fun again. You're like, what? Do a challenge with something Disney. Not running a marathon, but like go to the parks and make it interesting for yourself to achieve something, to do something different. Find something different. That'd be a challenge for Adam the Woo. Find something different or show something different or a perspective or a angle that you've never experienced before on Disney World property. You know what I'm saying? Those are the things that now, sometimes you can only do so much. For example, I had a challenge probably 2014, 15, maybe even 12, maybe. I was a photographer, and I still do love it, but I don't do as much. But I had this challenge to upload every single day of a picture for the whole year. But the thing was, I was not going to upload the same tree or the same sunset or the same. You could only take so many pictures of the rain or the sunset, right? So I decided I was going to do something different, just one picture. And I realized, sometimes it'd be a beautiful day. I'll have like 10 pictures or 20 pictures. At the end of the day, I would go through these pictures to see which one would be the best one to upload to Facebook. But some days I would be trying to find something, right? And usually just find one. And that was the one I upload. And I done it for so long, for a year, to this day, I'll be driving down the road and I will see a beautiful sunset or a beautiful angle of how the light hits a certain angle of something. I'm like, oh, that's a good shot right there. Because once you start it, you can't. You rewire your brain to see things differently, and I think that's what Adam needs. Now I don't need to proclaim it on YouTube that he's going to do it, because the fans will say, hey, I thought you said, and he gets frustrated because he's the one that said it, not us. So have an internal challenge to yourself that you want to do things a little bit different. But the thing is, Disney is his bread and butter. That's what pays the bills for him. And that's the reason he goes to Disney every other day or almost every day for content, or outside of Disney. Everything's at Disney. Look at this hidden Mickey, because his channel is Disney. His channel is Disney. Am I here to complain about it? No. But as a content creator, I mean, I'm not the best. I'm probably about the worst content creation on the planet. Bottom of the barrel, some would say. But I watch a lot of content on YouTube, right? You have some with a huge budget and some with no budget, but they make it work. With a huge budget or no budget, they make it work. They challenge yourself and sit down, turn on this camera, and find something to talk about. It's the same thing with me. This 31-day challenge, I thought it was a good time to do it because I wanted to do it just to see what happens. If I get a growth of my channel or decrease of my channel, just to see. And then I'll go back to the regular scheduled program of, talking about movies and shows, but do it kind of like this. Just turn on and just talk about the story and what I thought about it and just keep on going. That's what I'm thinking about doing. I don't know. I'm still processing this. But with Adam the Woo, I wish the best with him. I hope he gets out of this funk and finds his passion, find that fire that he once did when he was, 6 years ago doing that. I'm not saying don't do what I want you to do, what you want to do, but do it with passion. Heck, make another YouTube channel and make it the Adam the Woo does anything, whatever. And do what you love to do on that one. And I guarantee it, if he ever did that, let's say he loves going shopping for, VHS tapes. Let's say it's a passion for him. It's not, but let's say it is. And he makes a separate YouTube channel dedicated to that. And he's passionate about it. People will come to his channel because he's passionate about that content. Because that will come across to the screen, to the people. Oh, yeah, man, he really likes VHS. And also, he might share his thoughts about it and what about the when it was made and who made it, what happened to the journey of VHS and all that. It would make a lot of people, it'd be a very niche kind of people, but he would love it. Even though he don't get the views, he would love the content he makes for the audience. You know what I'm saying? There's a way to get away from the burnout aspect where Adam is. In my humble opinion, I think he's burnout, but that's just me. Anywho, I'm going with 13, almost 14 minutes right about. Yeah. It's a little too long. Probably don't need to do that, but it is what it is. I don't think nobody will last this long anyways, but thank you for watching. If you did, I greatly appreciate any people that liked, comment, and just watch me talk about Adam the Woo being burnout. But I do appreciate it. Talk to you next time. And as always, try your best to stay out of trouble. I know how you all are. See you later.